That was our wedding back in March, just 8 months ago. This evening, you'll learn how the JLE changed our lives. Not only because of how we met and how our relationship developed, but also through the learning and values that have become a central part of our lives together.
About 10 years ago, I was about to move to London from my hometown in Cardiff. Somebody told me there was a rabbi who I might like to learn with at JLE, and some dinners I could attend to. To be honest, at the time, I thought the dinners sounded great. The learning, however, I wasn't quite so sure about. But I've been learning with Rabbi Brandeis on and off for the last 8 years. I'm from a traditional background, and I wouldn't always know the deeper meaning behind why we do certain things. Why do we keep kosher? Why don't we mix milk and meat? Why do we put up a mezuzah? Was there anything more to it, rather than because that's just what we've always done? Learning with JLE has given me that knowledge. So if I'm at work and someone asks, why do you keep kosher? Or what does that mean? I have an understanding on a deeper level, which in turn deepens my Jewish values.
It was actually my dad who suggested I might go to the JLE originally. He knew someone who had met their husband at JLE, so he really wanted me to go. But of course, it's not a matchmaking agency. There's so much more to it. I vividly remember the first talk I went to at JLE. Not only was it moving and informative, I was surrounded by like-minded people who were there to listen and learn. The Morocco trip I then went on, just like the classes, was a varied trip of learning, sightseeing and meeting new people, a perfect combination. It's safe to say it was unlike any other trip I'd ever been on. So much so that I signed up for the JLE Israel trip. Sam was on it too, and at the end of the trip, a friend suggested that we might make a good couple.
So I get a text from this girl, who I actually hadn't really spoken to during the tour. There were a lot of people there, but afterwards we started to get to know each other at various JLE events, socials and dinners. It didn't feel like formal dating, where we had to get to know each other in a forced setting. It was just something that happened very naturally.
JLE has given us everything we need to build a Jewish home together and a future with Judaism at its heart. It completely inspired our connection with what it means to be Jewish, just as it has for thousands of others who have also stepped through the JLE's doors.